welcome to HNS Physics YouTube channel. This is Narsimha. Today I came to you with a new concept, that is laws of refraction. So this laws of refraction is continuation for last class. So we will discuss about laws of refraction here. So when you already according to first rule of refraction of light, when a ray is passing from air to glass, this is the air and this is the glass. That means this is the medium 1, this is the medium 2. So when the ray is passing from air to glass, if I draw the normal line where that ray is incident on the glass slab, then what happened, we know already, the ray bends towards the normal. So this is called angle of incidence and this is called angle of refraction. So here what is the first law? So laws of refraction, there are two laws are there. So first we will discuss about first law. So what is the first law? This incident ray and normal line and refractor ray. This is nothing but refracted ray. Refractor ray are lies in the same plane at the point of incidence. So this is nothing but a point of incidence. Point of incidence. So very important ma. Listen once again carefully. So incident ray, normal line and refractor ray lies in the same plane at the point of incidence. At the point of incidence. Same plane means this is nothing but like a plane. This is nothing but like a plane. So if you take this board, is nothing but like a plane. So here this incident ray, normal line and refractor ray lies in the same plane at the point of incidence. So that is called laws of refraction. First law of refraction. Once again listen, incident ray, normal line and refractor ray lies in the same plane at the point of incidence. So this is nothing but first law of refraction. Next come to second law. Here second law is nothing but the second law is very important. The ratio of sine of angle of incidence. So here this is nothing but angle of incidence. The ray makes an angle, that incident ray makes an angle with a normal line. That angle is called angle of incidence, and this refractor ray makes an angle with a normal line. That angle is called angle of refraction. So here the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to sine of angle of refraction is constant for given two media. So that is nothing but I am going to write a constant. But here the constant is called refractive index. That constant is called refractive index. So sin I by sin r is equal to mu. So where we can write sometimes we can write mu, or sometimes we can write n. So from here we can write mu is equal to sin I by sin r. Sin I by sin r. So this is nothing but second law of refraction. So once again listen, the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to sine of angle of refraction is constant for given two media. Two media means one is air, other one is glass. So that is constant. The constant is called refractive index. That constant is called here refractive index. So that is denoted by mu r n. That is denoted by mu r n. So but here see my here ray is passing from first medium to second medium. The ray is passing from first medium to second medium. So I am going to write here mu 12. Ray is passing from first medium to second medium. That means here mu 12. Here mu 12 is nothing but here mu 12 is nothing but refractive index of second medium with respect to first medium. Refractive index of second medium with respect to with respect to first medium. That means that can be written as here. So see my here, that can be written as here. I am going to rub this one, right? That can be written as so how we can write that one? So mu 2 1. So actually mu 1 2, that can be written as mu 2 by mu 1. Mu 2 by mu 1. So actually what is the mu 2 1 is equal to what here? Sin I by sin r. Sin I by sin r. So in this place I am going to write this one. So that is nothing but mu 2 by mu 1 is equal to sin I by sin r. Sin I by sin r. So from here you can do the cross multiplication. What will come here? Mu 1 sin I is equal to mu 2 sin r. So this is called Snell's law. This is called Snell's law. This Snell's law is very, very important for numericals problems for mains and advanced and MSET students. So this is called Snell's law. So this is called Snell's law. If ray is passing from glass to A, so in the first case the ray is passing from A to glass, that means medium 1 to medium 2. Here the ray is passing from glass to air. That means how it will come here? See here, this is the normal line. When the ray is this is called angle of incidence, and the ray bends away from the normal. This is called angle of refraction. So how we can write that refractive index here in this case? So mu is equal to the ray is passing from medium 2 to medium 1. So that means 2 to 1. So that means sin I by sin r. So here also this mu 2 1 is nothing but refractive index of first medium to second medium. That can be written as mu 2 1 can be written as mu 1 by mu 2. Sorry, here we have to take here sin r by sin I. For first one it is reverse, sin r by sin I. So now if I compare these two equations, you will get mu 1 by mu 2 is equal to sin r by sin I. So again we can write we can do the cross multiplication. So mu 1 sin I is equal to mu 2 sin r. So again this is called Snell's law. Okay, up to this is nothing but a second law of refraction. Then how we can define the refractive index? Now we have to define the refractive index. So refractive index is defined as, that is mu is equal to speed of light in vacuum by speed of light in vacuum by speed of light in medium. That means what? Actually how we can define the refractive index? Refractive index is defined as the ratio of speed of light in vacuum to speed of light in medium. So in the vacuum the speed of light is constant, that is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. In vacuum the speed of light is constant for different colors, for different wavelengths. But when it is enter into the medium means here we can take examples air, water, glass. The speed of light is enter from vacuum to air or vacuum to water, vacuum to glass. The speed is going to become change for different colors, for different wavelengths, right? So here the speed of light in vacuum mu is equal to, in vacuum the speed of light is constant, that's why I am going to write C. But the speed of light in medium is denoted by V. So this is the formula for a refractive index, mu is equal to C by V. From here I am going to write mu is inversely proportional to V. That means what, Nana? Vice versa. If speed of light is more means the refractive index is less. The speed of light in medium is more means refractive index is less. If the speed of light is less in medium, then the refractive index is more. So if speed of light is more means refractive index is less. So vice versa. So that, but generally if you observe, in air the speed of light is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second, and in water the speed of light is 2.25 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second, and in glass the speed of light is 2 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. So these in different mediums the speed of light is different. So this value is important for competitive exams, right? Now I am going to find the refractive index of air. How can I find? So refractive index of air to vacuum, that means C by V. C by V means 3 into C, that is constant, 3 into 10 to the power of 8 by 3 into 10 to the power of 8. That means almost how much is there the speed of light in vacuum, approximately that value will be approximately equal to in air also. So that's why this one cancel. Then refractive index of air value is nothing but 1. Next, if find the refractive index of water, that is, so 3 into 10 to the power of 8 by 3 into 10, the value how much is there in water, in medium. Medium means you have to take your water, or you can write one more step here. So refractive index of water is equal to C by velocity of water. So velocity of light in water. So that is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 by, so how much is there, 2.25 into 10 to the power of 8. So 10 to the power of 8, 10 to the power of 8 cancel. So how much will come here? So 300 by 225 will come. So that is 225. That is 25 9s are 25 12s are. So that means 3 3s are 3 4s are. So refractive index of water value, so 4 by 3, or we can write 1.33. So this next, and also you can find the refractive index of glass. You can find the refractive index of glass also. Refractive index of glass. So that is C by velocity of light in glass. So that is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 by, so 2 into 10 to the power of 8. So 10 to the power of 8 can cancel. So 3 by 2, that is nothing but 1.5. So like this we can find the refractive index of air, water and glass. That means conclusion what nana here. So refractive index is depend on density of the medium. It will decide density of the medium. So refractive index is more means the speed of light in less in that medium. If refractive index is less means in that medium the speed of light is more. So right, for more videos, for more information, follow my physics HNS Physics YouTube channel. Like, share and subscribe my channel.